Good afternoon. I'm a member of the Palms Elementary School community, and I'm here to discuss the Prop 39 co-location of CWC Charter School onto our campus, Palms Elementary School. Now, the Palms community opposes this co-location, and our opposition is clear in our petitions. We have 2 petitions online. Together, they have more than 900 supporters. It's clear on our billboard that is up in our community showing our opposition to this co-location, and it's clear by the ABC 7 news coverage of our various protests. And furthermore, it is clear from the emails that you have all received in your inboxes from our community members expressing our opposition to this co-location. Now, we've sent you various emails, but we have received very limited responses to our emails, our questions, and our concerns. Furthermore, when we contact the Prop 39 department over the phone, we are only disconnected when we click the option to speak to a representative. It's been very hard for us to get answers, but we're still here and we have not given up. We attended the CWC board meeting last week and expressed our concerns and told them not to co-locate onto our campus because we do not want to lose our precious facilities. To this, to our surprise, they placed the blame on you guys. They said, well, it's not us. We don't hold the power in this situation. They said LAUSD are the ones who offered your campus up to us. They're the ones offering your facilities, so you need to talk to them. So I'm here to ask you why. Why Palms Elementary? Why our facilities? To this, you might answer with the fact that it's your legal duty, or you might say that it's your legal duty under Prop 39 to give our facilities over to the charter school. But our facilities are used. And nowhere in Prop 39, which is now the Education Code Section 47614, does it say that you need to give used facilities over to a charter school. It merely talks about the fact that you need to give rooms over to a charter school. So how is it appropriate to give these used facilities to the charter school? I asked this question to a Prop 39 specialist in your Prop 39 department, and he responded to this question, and he said that LAUSD uses an inventory chart called the E-CAR, and you determine which rooms do not have a full-time teacher to them, and that's how you determine whether or not a classroom is appropriate to hand over to the charter school. Now, if you, LAUSD, are making those regulations, we just ask that you see and that you come visit our campus and come visit these facilities and see for yourselves that it's still not appropriate to hand over these facilities to the charter school. Because our facilities, our special education facilities, our deaf and hard of hearing program, our computer lab, those are all being used, and you will see for yourself. Our students are 75% free lunch recipients. They need these facilities. Our students are at a disadvantage, and they have nothing to gain from this co-location except a fence put up in the middle of their campus representing yet another obstacle in their lives. Please stop this co-location.
Thank you very much. Speaker 6.
Hi, my name is Crystal Lord. I'm a National Board Certified teacher. I have been teaching in Title I schools for 15 years. I oppose the co-location at Palms Elementary. I was told to contact Cheryl Hildreth, and when I did contact, she said that LAUSD examines the needs of all students. District developed a process to preserve the integrity of our academic programs, and she told me to contact Jose Gol Gutierrez, the director of Charter School Division. He told me the exact same thing in the exact same email. I don't appreciate getting generic emails when we're representing our low-income special education students. They are not generic, and I would like more information. Then I contacted Allison Kerr at CWC Mar Vista. She told me to call the Prop 39 team at LAUSD. I did call the Prop 39 team, and as she stated before, we are disconnected. No one will talk to us. Mr. Rodriguez did get back to me and sent me a personal email. He told me to contact my state representative. If you go to our website at palmsfamily.org, you will see we have over 900 supporters on our two petitions, as she says, and the district has not done done a traffic report. If CWC Mar Vista would like to come on our campus, it is mandated that they have a traffic report, and that has not been done. When we went to CWC board meeting last week, they lied to us. They said they only want 5 classrooms, and that is not true. They want 10. And we've seen the documentation. They want to wipe out all our bungalows that house our special education students, our speech pathologists, and then the biggest concern we have is losing our DHH program. Many of our students have been there since pre-K. Imagine you're going to 4th grade, you're hard of hearing, and you are being pulled away from your home. I personally have a student who has a brother, and they're triplets, and he would have to be pulled away from his siblings, and I just don't think that's okay. The co-location, they're not thinking about our kids. When we spoke to them, because we did go to their school, they said, our kids, all they were thinking about was their students. Well, what about our students? And I feel like the district is just hiding behind Prop 39 without telling us why. And after this is done, I really want to get a team together of teachers and community members and fix Prop 39 because they are targeting low-income minority students, and that's not okay. Why aren't they going to schools that are more affluent that actually have empty rooms? LAUSD has schools that are completely empty and unused. Why aren't they going there? Because they don't want to drive? Well, I'm sorry, you're going to have to drive. If our kids don't have cars, their parents do. One of the moms told me, oh, I spend $30,000 on my student's behavior specialist. I'm lucky if my low-income student gets 30 minutes a week. I'm sorry if I can't feel bad for her and her $30,000. So please help us protect our students. I've worked for the district for 15 years. I love this school district, but I want you to communicate with us and help us fight for our public schools. Our children deserve this. They don't deserve this elitist attitude that is taking over our communities. And it's low-income minority communities they're going after, and we're not going to stand for it. And we're going to stop Prop 39, and we need your help, though. We need your support. Is there any way you could pass this out to the board? It's
Right there, I'll grab it.
full-page article in the
Speaker
Argonaut.
number 7.
Good afternoon. Excuse me. I have a cold. Good afternoon, members of the board. My name is Olu Orange. I'm an attorney. I'm a civil rights attorney. I'm also a parent of a young man who attends Palms Elementary and another one who will be attending Palms Elementary next year. I want to offer a quick comment, not to brag, but just to add some heft to what I'm about to say. Earlier this year, I resolved a federal civil rights class action against the city of Los Angeles for $36 million. I do civil rights class actions. I want to offer that. And I want to offer that because I want to give you the following perspective. The way your Prop 39 office, as well as your legal counsel, are handling these co-locations is dead wrong. And you're opening yourselves up to significant liability that's very easy for any civil rights lawyer who does class actions to see. You are targeting Title I schools for co-locations. Title I schools are Title I schools for a reason. They're Title I schools because kids don't have resources and need a little bit of a boost in order to have access to a lot of things that other kids don't have. Your general counsel, approximately 5 years ago, won a very significant case. The case was LA International Charter High School versus LAUSD. And what that case said is that a holding that the district must provide facilities to a charter school upon request, on demand, and without regard to overcrowding or the impact on other public school students would tip the balance too far in favor of the charter school. Okay? So when you take that and you listen to what's happening at Magnolia, you listen to the fact that at Palms we would lose our cafeteria, our special ed rooms, our computer lab, what you're talking about is exactly what the California Appellate Court said would tip the balance too far in this case that your general counsel's office won. A few years later, your general counsel's office won a case, Westchester Secondary Charter School versus LA Unified School District. And what that case said is that there is no requirement to slash programs or set-asides in an attempt to make room for a charter school. So you don't have to cut a computer lab. You don't have to cut special ed programs. You don't have to cut in my son's school's case, a cafeteria. In that case, what was at issue were culinary arts programs and science labs. If you can have a culinary arts program that the Court of Appeals of the state of California says must remain in the face of a charter school's request, then you can have a computer lab that has to stay. You can also have special ed rooms that have to stay. You can have a cafeteria that has to stay. And I ask you, when thinking about students' self-concepts, what do you think a student thinks who once was eating inside in the cafeteria, but who's now eating outside in the field, in the yard, because other students have come onto his campus, segregated it with fences, and are over there playing? What does he think about his own self-worth, about how he feels about those other students? What does somebody think who loses their computer lab to the same thing? Students are not stupid. They understand why they lose things and who took them from them. And you should not collaborate with these charter schools to take these things from our students. It opens you up to too much liability.
Thank you very much. Number 8.
I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to follow those last two. My name is Derek Spencer. I'm a kindergarten teacher at Palms Elementary School. I'm also the UTLA representative for our school site. Now, I just want to say over and over about the same things that we've been talking about. Our students deserve much more than what they're getting taken away from. I travel an hour and a half to my school site, live in Long Beach, and I come there because of the students at our school. I come there because of the parents and the community at our school. And we have a strong community. I hate to see that community taken away by having a co-location, by having the CWC come to our campus. They're taking away a lot of our precious resources. They're making our students, like Mr. Orange said, they're showing the haves and the have-nots. Now, we've gone to their CWC meetings, went to their board meeting, and ran into one of the teachers there. That teacher looked broken. That teacher saw us with our shirts, with our signs, and said, thank God you're here. Please fight all you can. Our school is in danger. Our school is having troubles. We're losing classrooms every single year. They're cutting our programs. We're here left with 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings left, while that charter school keeps on getting more and more. So I'm asking you, I'm begging you, please reconsider. Stop having those charter schools come to ours and taking what our students deserve. Our students deserve to have those the computer labs. They deserve to have the cafeterias. They deserve to have their play areas. And those students who are the special needs students, that population, we need them. They need us. And we're a family, we're a community, and we want to stay that way. We don't want to lose anybody. We want to help our students. And that's all I have to say. But thank you very much for your time.
Speaker 9. 9, yes.
Hello, and thank you for your audience today. Thank you for listening to all of us. My name is Carla Garcia, and I am a parent, a proud parent, at Palms Elementary School of a kindergartner. And I'm 51 years old with a 6-year-old, and my head is really, where's the tuna casserole? Where's the Tuesday night PTA? This is what I'm dealing with now, is my child being oozed out of a decent education. You know, there's no public education anymore. Every single school asks you to donate money, what you can afford, because they don't have the resources. And Mr. Zimmer, you mentioned parent centers. That's one of the rooms that we would lose. One of the rooms that I went to 2 Mondays ago to read Dr. Seuss books in honor of Dr. Seuss's birthday. Where would we go so that we could access our children and be a part and volunteer to help the children's classroom? And the earlier speaker, the first speaker, mentioned grit. And as you can see by my family, my community, we've got grit. This is our fourth meeting that we've been to convey the importance of keeping a community school, keeping a public school public for the community. So I think all my other colleagues have expressed, I don't think being broke, and that's another thing. The word poverty bothers me. I don't have any money, but I don't consider myself impoverished. I consider myself broke, you know, and I don't want that term becoming factualized for my children, for my child. I'm sorry, I only have one, but all the children are my children at that school. So I just really please really think about what Proposition 39 is supposed to do. And also, I don't think that citizens of the world would benefit. I think it would be a lose-lose situation. There's no parking on the campus already. 20 more faculty members would come. We already have faculty parking a half a block away at a mosque that allows them to park. Where are those people going to park? I don't think I want a Pinto. I think my time's up. So thank you. Thank you.
Number 10. Holding card 10, if you could come forward.
I am a student from Palms Elementary, and I love my school, and I don't want CWC to take away my only computer lab.
I am a proud parent of Palms Elementary School. We love our school, and we're here to please ask you to reconsider co-location. It's not fair. How do I explain my daughter that their only computer lab is taken away? How would you feel if someone else comes to your house and take away what you have worked so hard for? How would you feel? I'm asking as a parent. I don't know if all of you have children, but if you do, you know what I'm talking about. You say that kids are the future. What future are we offering to them if we take their resources? I just want you to please help us. It's not fair. We might not have money, but we have rights. I only want the best for my kids. I have been helping this school for years because I have another daughter, and I am proud to be part of this school. And I will fight for them because they're my family. And I know that if we don't stand together, we will fail. But if we are together, we are stronger. So please reconsider co-location. It's not fair for our kids, for their future. Thank you.
Speaker 11.
Good afternoon. My name is Monica Doby Davis. I'm a product of Los Angeles schools. My children are products of Los Angeles schools. My father began the Locke High School math program. He was a math chairman and started that school and was a graduate of Fremont High School. Los Angeles public education is in my blood. I have a master's degree and in my administrative credential, but I continue teaching because I feel like that is my power, is teaching. It's in my blood. That was my student who just spoke. I teach third grade, and I'm teaching my students technological skills in our computer lab. We get an hour a week plus alternative time that's, if we have a half hour here, a half hour there that's not being used, to be ready for career readiness, for college readiness. I don't see how I'd be able to do that with maybe 2 computers in my classroom, teaching an entire class how to use Google Docs or how to just learn how to be able to create documents. That's one thing. I've been at that school for 20 years. Well, I'm approaching my 20th year. It's part of my heart. It is our community school. When I first started as my first year, I taught in the staff lounge. That was my classroom. We had a Coke machine that leaked. We had a bathroom in there that teachers would come in and use. It was a horrible situation, but my students and I persevered and got through that year. Then the next year I was able to move into an actual classroom and have that facility. I can't imagine next year if the school co-located on our campus, what it would be like for one of our special education classrooms to teach in the cafeteria. Right now we have a galley kitchen where the students walk into the kitchen and walk out through the dining room because it's so narrow. Are they going to do that when the other teacher is trying to teach her classroom? It just does not seem fair. It does not seem equitable. And as someone else mentioned, when they come onto our campus, they're going to put a fence up. They put up banners, they put up fences, they segregate themselves away from us. What does that tell our children? What does that tell them? That they are different somehow, that they are better, that they are special? Let's think about that. Okay, like I said, I've been at that community. I've taught several children from the same families. They love our school. We are special at Palms. What we do with our kids matters. Our kids matter.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Speaker number 12.